slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Next topic, right? Do most women understand their role in a successful relationship? And I think this topic came up because a lot of times we hear women talk about how much a man should do X, Y, and Z. We always hear, well, a man must provide, he must protect, he must do this, he must do that, X, Y, and Z, right? So we understand women are very vocal about what a man should do and as far as a relationship. But on the other end, when we talk about the woman's role, what a woman should do, then it automatically becomes, well, I'm not your slave. Well, I don't have to cook and clean. Like you could cook and clean as well. Like, you know what I mean? So now the roles is like, you know, a woman's role is now somehow is non-biased to gender now. Now everybody could do it, but a man's role is definitive. Like, you get what I'm saying? So do you think women understand their part in a relationship?
Great delivery.
Man's role is still really dependent right now.
Of course.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the dynamics change per household, per role, per relationship. What's your definition of a successful relationship?
Right. I think role depends on, like, it also goes to like the person, because not everybody can play the roles that they're supposed to play. So for example, like bringing it back to what we just said, if a woman doesn't know her role to play in a relationship, it could be because she didn't grow up knowing how to play a woman's role. She could have been raised to play, you know, both roles, or the man's role or the masculine role. So I think it goes to say like how not everybody can play the role that people expect them to play.
Right.
I mean, but a man is expected to fill in the shoes that he would have to do. He would still have to provide, protect. Those are like general things that women are already asking for off rip. And we have to show that up front because when we pay to take y'all out, and if somebody fucking with y'all in the same time, we got to protect at the same time. So, I mean, I don't want us to avoid the question. I get what y'all saying about the roles, but all right, what do you ladies think a woman role is in a relationship? Let's go through that.
I would sit here and say, yeah, because a guy can grow up without a father figure, grow up with a single woman, and still have to figure out what his role is as a male and know how to do it to the expectations of most women, if not all, to some degree. So I understand that we should be giving each other grace, but you know, when that grace is not given, it's kind of hard, you know. But you can also always learn. There's never a time where you're too old to learn anything. We're spending the rest of our lives learning something. So you should just have that mindset in general. You should never have the mindset that you know everything or you know too much. Because if you do, might need to take a look at yourself. Just saying.
And then y'all could split the question.
Support.
I don't know. I feel
Moral, emotional.
I
And that
think-
goes both ways.
I think
I feel like it's
See,
50-50.
this is what I was talking about earlier.
I'm gonna say
And
something.
there you have it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that in my last relationship, I actually walked into that relationship thinking that I was a table fool. I walked into that relationship thinking that, you know, my role was I'm a boss bitch and I'm handling things, so you have to do things the way I see them. And then I learned very quickly when that relationship went south that I needed to humble myself and understand what my role actually was. So I took a sabbatical to understand, you know, what my role as a woman. So my definition of my role is I have to be, as she said, supportive. I have to be understanding. I have to be willing to be submissive. I have to be willing to understand that this man is gonna make the decisions and I'm going to follow him. You know.
I see somebody rolling the eyes over here. Like,
So I have to also understand that, you know, walking into a person's life, some things in my life are gonna change because they're not gonna want that. And I honestly don't think that as women in this society, we are taught what our roles are. But
I will definitely say, you know, in a relationship, ladies, understand the role of being masculine. If you are masculine, you cannot talk to a masculine guy and it's going to work out. And if it does, it is an anomaly. It's very rare. You just can't do it. You could do it with a stud, and even the stud is going to be frustrated because you're not. Somebody has to lead, and someone has to be led. So you can sit there and have great decision-making skills and knowledge and stuff, and both of y'all can have that in ways to help each other, but you got to allow that man or that stud or non-binary to lead you, right? Whoever's going to be masculine got to be masculine. They can't be too masculines. They can't be too submissive. All right? Plain and simple.
I also believe that our roles depend on who we choose to mesh with.
Facts.
I see some eyes rolling over here.
I mean, listen, I just feel like me personally, I'm a little bit more aggressive. So all that nigga telling me what to do is out of here. Like, it got to be 50-50.
But
like,
that's the thing. He's not
like,
a nigga. He's not a nigga. He's your partner. He's the person you're choosing to build with.
no matter, I just feel like if he gets to know me for me and he fucks with who I am, if you really want to be with me and I want to be with you, we're both going to do 50-50.
But he doesn't have to agree to anything that's ignorance. He doesn't, if there's something that you lack, he should be able to tell you, like, no, baby girl, this is how we're going to handle things.
Right, facts.
So that's not a nigga telling you what to do. That's a nigga uplifting you and upgrading you.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's hard.
No, I get it.
I'm going to say it for her, or I'm going to try to guess the area and clear something up. In a guy's role in a relationship, whether it's with his sister, niece, daughter, even mother, girlfriend, our role to protect you is to protect you from the dangers of the world. Dangers from guys with bad intentions, right? So if we could sense that danger, or we could sense that you are drawing trouble or drama to yourself if you do certain things a certain way, or even dress a certain way, that you're just asking for problems to come your way and you don't see it, but I do, I'm going to sit there and start by saying, hey, maybe you should put on a different outfit. It's more than just the respect of your boyfriend, but it's also, even if you look good in a certain outfit, you should not only want to look like that for your boyfriend only and be respectful of his decision, but he's also coming from a standpoint that if there was a group of guys that decided to feel some type of way and try to force their way upon you, now me and you, I gotta fight 4 guys or multiple guys, and it's just gonna be me doing it. And I'm not going to want you to be involved unless I really know you know how to hit focal points and we can wrap this up quickly, which is very rare. We naturally going to want to protect you. So go get some help. Find the escape plan. Find our car. Get that going. I can hold them off or whatnot, or distract them. And then let's get out of this dangerous situation safely. Or if I can handle them, and you just need to be safe regardless. And I don't need you too close to me because that would hinder how I can fight back or distract them or whatnot.
You a thug. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell them what to do. You don't want them there. You want to doja.
If you want to be masculine woman, understand that the guy that you got to talk to has to be submissive.
A lot of guys be.
It has to
you want a doja.
how you tell the person or how you deliver.
Right.
So
facts.
if you deliver in a way where it's telling you like, yo, this is what the fuck I'm telling you, and it is what it is, then it's like, damn, why you coming at me like that?
But look, it will always come off that way because she already approached the situation saying she a thug, she a gangster.
Well, that depends on the person.
I'm a little bit aggressive.
Yeah, well, aggressive. Thug, gangster, aggressive. But no man want to approach his...
But
I just want to know, like, what kind of man do you want, though? Do you want the bitch-made niggas that you talk about? or do you want a man that's a real man, basically? Because a real man is not going to deal with that attitude. I'm letting you know that right
now. Hell no. Whether we passive or we just upfront with it, most guys are assertive in some type of way. Accept it. Now, there are toxic ways of them being controlling, this, that, and the other, and I get that. But guys that's not like that are still expected to be assertive, still expected to be respected, valued, and loved. Move accordingly, please. Just like he has to move accordingly, please. Right?
now.
Oh man.
So eventually, if you want to be in a real successful
in the
relationship,
future, if I decide to be with a guy, a man in the future, when I'm like 40,
right? Because some of us don't want a man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, so
some of us want women.
You don't want a family. You don't want children. All that.
I never said that. I'm just saying.
asking.
Later.
40.
Later on in the future,
What
if
you
I
doing
see
at 40?
myself,
That coochie ain't popping out no kid at 40 though.
my mom had a kid.
I'm saying the chances are slim. I'm not saying it's not happening, but it's slim.
Jocha ain't working that 40.
All I'm gonna say is a lot of these artists, female artists, popped the kid at a very old age. So,
ladies, as a person that grew up around women, and understand how hard it is once you get past your 30s to conceive a child, and then there's women that can't conceive a child and they've been knowing this since they were teenagers. I want you to understand your ability to do so based on your relationship with your doctor and the appointments that you went through and your capability with your eggs. Not based off your mother, not based on the artist. Just you and the development and knowledge and understanding that you have between you and your doctors.
What? Along what artists? You mean like Nicki and all them?
Look at Nicki.
They got money.
They got surrogate money. Like they ain't gotta pop that. They
got the best doctors.
Who said I won't have money later on in my 40s?
Yeah, but you banking on that. But you got to bank on what's more realistic. I'm not saying that you can make it.
And she will.
I'm saying you got to.
I think guys have an expectation of doing certain things, but we also have it in our mindset if somehow it doesn't work out, we'll be okay and understand and make adjustments according to that. I think women, for some reason, aim at everything like everything got to be successful, and they just do not make any room for if it doesn't happen. And I feel like they should, to kind of be able to absorb the damage if it doesn't work out. It's not us being pessimistic, it's just dealing with reality in the best way we know how, in all directions, no matter what happens.
Think of what's more realistic. Like, are you gonna be the next Nicki Minaj? I don't know.
I'm gonna be in a love. I'm gonna be the next in a love.
Okay, all right, cool.
You still want to invest and find out the right partner, and with you finding that right partner, you got to have the right personality, response back to a person. Like,
see, I think that's where it becomes a little tricky because how old are you? If you want me asking?
Your name Ace.
21.
20. Okay, see,
that's what it is.
No, because I want to make a point. You just be asking. You don't even have a follow up. You just want to be nosy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even got a follow up. But again, you are younger, so when you have this mentality like I'm aggressive, X, Y, and Z, you develop these traits as you get older. Now you in your 30s, you know what I mean? You probably have dealt with, now you have all this trauma now because you probably have dealt with toxic men or men that you feel like they have to be equally as aggressive as you just to match your energy or make you feel like X, Y, and Z. And now you're talking about, you don't even want to be in a relationship until you're 40. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, how does that even work for the average man out here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like the right guy, men, for me, they will have to just like
listen to you.
Just I wouldn't say humble me because I'm very humble.
Bring out your femininity.
But just bring out and,
But how?
Yes, but like not being rude, not being like on some like sweet thing, like make me understand like where you coming from. Like just you feel me?
You
like,
can't expect you can't expect someone to come at you in that way if you're not reciprocating that, or if you're not willing. It's like people out here, they ask for love, but then when love is given to them, they don't even know what to do with it. So you can't walk around
They
here
take
aggressive
advantage
as
of it.
hell. You can't walk around here aggressive as hell, because already you creating that persona. So when a man walks up to you, that's all he wants. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be gentle because from the gate you fucking him over. Like from the gate, you making him feel like he gotta come at you a certain way because he gotta protect himself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's so many women out here. Yeah, there's so many women out here just.
My fault. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like there's so many women out here just downgrading a man and taking away from their manlyhood, and then we want to say this is what you're supposed to do, but we're not even letting them do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah. So you might be chasing off the man that you really want by bringing that as your shell. That's Wasey's first meeting, and that might deter him from wanting to be with you or getting to know.
It where women go through a bad relationship and they want to protect themselves, but for some reason, sometimes women go about it the wrong way. They don't do better vetting to understand more questions and have more answers to know if a person's attention is better or if that person is just saying what you want to hear and they're not even being genuine with their answer and stuff like that. I feel like your relationship haven't worked out. If you're single at a certain point, you should have better vetting skills, intentions, and ways to go about going on a date and questions and things to talk about on the date. All of that should be more sharpened. Like you should work on that. Like there's no part of you that should think you should just be able to float around and the same things that you were doing in your 20s or the same things you were doing in high school you can do in your 20s, and the same thing you do in your 20s is the same thing you do in your 30s. You should never ever feel that way at any point. We grow, we mature, we evolve, we carry ourselves better. That's the trajectory we're supposed to go. Excuse me.
You under that show, basically.
I just feel like everybody should just be honest, and like I'm willing.
Everybody should be honest, and a lot of people are not honest. A lot of people can't even take honesty.
To do this,
you are honest, but that's one quality you got to understand. You can't start off saying, "Hey, well, I'm aggressive. You got to deal with this."
Oh no,
that's your honesty, but you got to take that out. A man don't want to approach a woman and find out she's aggressive.
Like you say, you're young, so you gonna grow and learn, but everybody got to work on themselves at the end of the day. So,
right.
You know what I mean? When you grow, you learn to mature, and you know what I mean, hopefully it's before 40. You know what I mean?
Facts. Like the crazy thing from my experience and learning, because I'm an unk now, I'm 37, is I had to learn a lot by myself. I had to be around people that I thought I could learn from. And not everybody have options to do that. Not everybody has the family structure to know certain things or figure things out. So I've been open to learn as much as I could for so many years. And it sucks the amount of knowledge that I have now that even when I was looking for it in my 20s, I couldn't even get it in my 20s. And I was trying. Like, there was so much more I could have aimed to do or tried to do in my 20s that it just made me always feel behind. But better late than never, and everybody has to understand that we don't have a timeline. We shouldn't keep up with the Joneses, because your life, your time is between you and the person you worship, or whoever you worship, you know? But How much should a woman do in a relationship? You tell me your take on it. Leave me a comment in the section down below. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoy this channel and want more content. Share it with your friends. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Until next video. Peace.